So it appears that the Wolf Time is indeed coming in a Warhammer 40,000. Now, the latest installment of the Dawn of Fire series is the third novel, which is labelled The Wolf Time. Now, for those of you who know what the Wolf Time is, this is when Leman Russ is prophesied to return to lead the Space Wolves for one last big battle. This is when, like, the galaxy is at the end. Like, the Space Wolves are about to meet their demise. The galaxy is about to meet its demise. The Imperium is about to meet its demise. But Leman Russ comes again just to help his sons out, and he is there at the end for the Wolf Time. Now, the information that we have on the book, as I stated, this is book 3 of the Dawn of Fire series. It states, the Indomitus Crusade has brought the Emperor's vengeance to thousands of star systems. The fleets and armies under the leadership of Roboute Guilliman fight for survival, for humanity against the forces of the Chaos Gods, but the traitors and heretics are not the only foe looking to destroy the rule of terror. Xenos prey on human worlds in numbers not seen for millennia. Worst among them are the rampaging orcs. I'm getting kind of excited now because I do love a good orc battle against Space Marines, whose migration conquest threatens to reverse many gains of Fleet Primus, and their throaty bellows carry a name not heard in years. Of the destruction made flesh, the bestial warlord without peer, Ghazghkull Mad Uruk Thraka. So it seems like Ghazghkull may even appear in this novel, which again could be actually kind of interesting. Now, it states in the last sentence, in the midst of this brutal tide is Fenris, world of the Space Wolves under Logan Grimnar, depleted by the ever greater demands of their warriors, called upon by the Legion Breaker Guilliman. There's some nasty kind of resentful words in that little line I sense. The Wolves of Fenris face a momentous decision. Grimnar and his counselors must choose whether their fate to ally themselves with an ancient rival and risk all that makes them the Vulca Renrica, or to accept their demise and wait for the return of their own Primarch and the coming of the Wolf Time. As I stated, it does sound kind of exciting. I love a good book when it goes against orcs, but I see two problems here, right? The first problem is when it comes to the Wolf Time, naming the book The Wolf Time is a very, very, very big thing. I would say that this is top tier clickbait, and this is coming from someone who has made a few Primarch videos, which could be seen as questionable by some people. So when it comes to certain titles called The Wolf Time, my eyes, or should I say my ears, prick up right away. Because when I hear The Wolf Time, I think, The Wolf Time, okay, that means Leman Russ is coming back. Now, I know for a fact that the Wolf Time is not going to be the Wolf Time that we all know, because for the Wolf Time to happen, for Leman Russ to come back, that would mean like the Space Wolves will have to be on the brink of extinction. That means Fenris is about to die, the Galaxy is about to die, the Imperium's about to die. That's not really going to happen. I'm not going to say that they're going to find themselves in like a pretty tough situation within this story, but I don't think it's going to be the Wolf Time type of situation. I would love Leman Russ to come back. I do think he's a kick-ass Primarch. I do think Dawn would be a better choice to come back because he's just absolutely beautiful. There's no bias in that. It's just the way it is. Dawn is the best son out of all the Emperor's sons. But when it comes to Leman Russ, yes, I would absolutely love him back. Are we going to get him back at this stage? Sadly, no. I think what Games Workshop have planned now is that they're going to bring back most of the demonic Primarchs. I think it's going to be a very, 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 very long time before we actually see a loyalist Primarch return and stand by Guilliman. The second problem I see with this is basically, I think we already know the ending of this story. As it states here that, Logan Grimnar has a decision to make, the Guilliman is going to come, and, the so-called Legion Breaker, as they call him, which is a pretty cool title, actually. I never really thought to call him the Legion Breaker. I'm sure a lot of flesh terrors like that word as well. But we've kind of got the end to this story already, because if you've read the latest White Dwarf magazine, I say the latest one, I think it was the one with the Wolf Spear actual index of starters, it actually goes through all of this backstory already, and it tells us what actually happens. Guilliman comes to Fenris. He gives Logan Grimnar the gift of the Primaris Marine. There's a lot of debate within the council, like, these are not real Space Wolves. We won't accept these Space Wolves. They're not, they're not from Fenris. Why should we trust them? Which, I would say they kind of have a point with. But then Logan Grimnar makes the decision that since they are true sons of Leman Russ, like he is and like all the rest are, then they shall be accepted as true sons of Leman Russ. He actually makes something. It's called the something council decision or something like that. Again, it's in the Wolfspear Index Astartes, so we kind of already have the ending of this spoiled for us, because this probably book is going to be a back and forth with, are they going to accept the Primaris? Are they not going to accept the Primaris? From a business standpoint, of course they're going to accept the Primaris, because Primaris equals new sales models. This is just kind of a story that's going to be like, they were so close to not accepting them, but in the end they did. I'm sure there's going to be certain characters that still don't trust them, that still hate Primaris Marines, but we all know eventually that Primaris will be becoming the main spotlight when it comes to the Space Marine range. I'm not saying that this book is going to be crap and it's not going to be worth the read because we kind of know the ending already. I think anyone can make a judgment. Of course they're going to accept the bloody Primaris Marines. GW have been pushing it now for the past, 4+ years. So yeah, of course the Space Wolves are going to accept them. We've seen Space Wolf models with them, so of course the Primaris Marines are going to be a part of them. I am hoping that the action in this focuses on the orcs and stuff will be very, very interesting. It does mention something at the bottom where an ancient rival, to risk it all with an ancient rival. I initially thought that was the Thousand Sons, where they got to team up with the Thousand Sons to take on the orcs. But as a lot of people made clear when I was talking about this the other day, it's probably going to be the Dark Angels. So we may get Dark Angels in this novel. This novel is being written by Gav Thorpe. We all know Gav Thorpe is basically the main person who has been writing the Dark Angels novels for the past couple of years now. So that makes sense that Dark Angels may appear in this book. It could be interesting. Maybe they can allude to, Cypher, Luthor being set free from the Rock, or, escaping for the Rock. Maybe little tidbits like that could be actually inside of this book. I have to be honest with you, the Dawn of Fire series hasn't really excited me as of yet. Like, as a Space Marine player, of course I've enjoyed them because I love Space Marines and stuff like that, but it's nothing like the Horus Heresy stuff, or it's even like the Beast series. Again, I'm probably a bit more biased with the Beast because it was Imperial Fist and stuff, but it hasn't really gone it hasn't put me in the position of going, oh bloody hell, I can't wait for book 4, I can't wait for book 3. Like, I'm like, oh cool, book 3 is coming out, but I'm not really overexcited for them. So hopefully maybe this is the story that actually pushes me towards that type of direction, because really, so far, it's more or less just been bolt upon. It's just been, going in, bang, 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 and that's basically it. There's been a couple of cool stuff with Guilliman and Call and stuff like that, but apart from that, nothing really that's kind of memorable, to be completely honest with you. And again, just before we end the video, as I've already mentioned, I'm sorry if I'm bloody beating a dead horse here, calling the book The Wolf Time is a big one. Like, we've talked about this on the streams before, so I think if you're calling the book The Wolf Time, surely, there has to be a hint about Leman Russ. Where is Leman Russ? What is Leman Russ doing? Is he trapped? Is he imprisoned? Is he dead? Surely we should get some type of evidence to give us a topic to discuss on the fate of Leman Russ. I personally think he's alive. He's trapped somewhere. He is waiting to be released to come back to lead the Space Wolves one more time. Anyway, that's enough waffling from me as always. I would love to get your thoughts, feedback on this. Tell me what you think. Post it down below and we can have a nice little discussion down there. See you now. Have a great day and bye-bye.